Shoppers brave one of the coldest days of the season of the year for deals.
Around the nation, tempers fly, as usual, for all those Thanksgiving deals.
The deer count this year is down. We find out why. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
Well, some couldn't even wait for midnight to get started on their Black Friday shopping. Good evening, I'm Emily Spain.
And I'm Angie Bailey. Thanks for joining us. A look over Jefferson City's Stadium West Boulevard. That's the Walmart parking lot just before midnight. The lot was filled with cars. As you saw, shoppers braved the mid-20s to make the trip. They said it was worth it because the deals were just too good to pass up.
There really are great deals, right? We're just going to hit it early so that we beat everybody else.
Some toys for the kids. I'm actually going to be staying up all night to catch the 5 a.m. stuff too as well. So looking to replace a Blu-ray player.
Walmart open 24 hours, of course, so still open, still shopping right now. Please do wait till after the news before you go finish any of that shopping.
Well, Best Buy in Columbia was another store that customers hit up in the early morning hours of Black Friday. Waiting for hours, shoppers lined up in the cold outside Best Buy for the doors to open. And it opened early this morning at 5 a.m. for Black Friday deals. Employees said they were shocked to see the amount of people waiting for the sales to begin.
Our boss, Dave, even said that it was the largest line he had seen since he's been working here, and he's been working here for 4 years. So it was a great turnout.
Best Buy says it even had to move its checkout line to extend to the back of the store to make room for all of the shoppers. The turnouts have been so great, employees say they were having a hard time keeping the shelves stocked.
And as shoppers descended on local stores today, so did police, hoping to keep traffic safe and running smoothly.
Columbia police patrolled around the Columbia Mall all day monitoring Black Friday traffic. Shoppers could see police parked at the Stadium and Worley intersection as well as the Stadium and Bernadette intersection. Police said they were there to ensure that traffic flowed smoothly at all intersections and that drivers followed traffic laws. Shoppers said there were definitely some times they got stuck.
The traffic's pretty bad, it seems like, because we had a hard time just crossing the street and people wouldn't let us just try to get into the store.
Police said shoppers should be aware of the police presence and obey traffic laws. Because of the increased traffic, police say shoppers should drive cautiously, not block intersections, and pay attention to the light cycles.
And local police did have a few incidents over the Thanksgiving holiday. They responded to an accident near the mall about 6 o'clock this morning. Then also arrested a shoplifter at JCPenney about 4:30 this morning. That was a separate incident. Police also intervened in a shouting match after a woman got out of line to have a cigarette and claims a Target employee then grabbed her when she got back in line, but surveillance footage disproves the claim.
If you were out shopping early this morning, temperatures were bitter cold. We bottomed out at 18 here in the city of Columbia, just to warm up to 46 throughout your day today. Overnight, we will not be as cold. It's going to be a little crisp, though. We'll be falling back into the mid and upper 20s across the area. I'll have full details on your extended forecast. That's coming up in just a little bit.
Crisp. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Not quite as cold. Governor Jay Dixon, he did not take the day off. He spent the morning with military veterans and workers at the Veterans Home in Mount Vernon.
He then headed to Springfield to talk about travel safety with the State Highway Patrol. And Nixon wasn't the only one who had to work. Although Missouri governors usually give the day after Thanksgiving off to their civil servants, this year they weren't so lucky. MoDOT District Engineer Eric Schrader told KOMU that workers at his department understand that the governor's hands are tied because of the economy.
We've always understood that, this was one that was at the governor's discretion to grant this or not. And I think everybody understands the economic times that we're in, and that, sometimes situations come down to doing the best you can, and sometimes the governor's just in a tough spot.
Coming to work.
Canceling the vacation day saves the state money primarily because some workers who must work won't get to choose whether to claim extra time off or qualify for a holiday bonus. Missouri deer hunters reported killing almost 188,000 this season compared to the nearly 200,000 harvested last year. Most deer were harvested in Benton, Howell, and Macon counties. Here's something surprising. Acorns around the Ozarks may have had something to do with the low harvest. Officials say lots of acorns on the ground means deer tend to be less active and remain in the woods, making them harder to catch.
Looking around the nation, Black Friday seems to be bringing out the emotions in the shoppers again this year.
Look at you what? Look at you what? What? Do not push me. It's a TV for God's sake.
There it is, getting out of hand. In Altamont Springs near Orlando, a one-per-person deal on televisions almost sparked a fight between sale seekers. There was a happy ending, though, as one woman gave up her potential purchase to a polite onlooker, then sprinting. Check it out. In Mobile, Alabama, some stores opened as early as Thanksgiving night, but shoppers were still in a rush, obviously, when those doors opened. New today, a 4-alarm fire destroyed an apartment building in North Dallas. The fire started about 10:30 this morning on the 3rd floor of the apartment complex and was so intense it caused the roof of the building to collapse. No residents were hurt in the fire, although one firefighter did suffer a head injury battling the inferno and was taken to the hospital. And you might have spent your day off relaxing, but President Obama spent part of his day in the doctor's office getting 12 stitches in his lip. Here's a shot of the president there. You can see him covering his mouth. The White House said he accidentally was elbowed during a game of basketball with family and friends at Fort McNair. Later on, cameras outside the White House got a glimpse of the president through a window holding an ice pack on his lip.
In international news, North Korea issued a stern warning to the United States and South Korea today, saying impending military exercises were pushing the region towards war. The warning was issued on North Korean state TV. The news anchor reading a statement from the government said the South Koreans and Americans are playing with fire, adding that if the South Koreans continued with their actions, they would be punished. The warning comes after Tuesday's attack by North Korea. As Haitians prepare to head to the polls this weekend, some are calling for a postponement because of the nation's deadly cholera outbreak. So far, at least 1,400 people have died from cholera and many more have been sickened. At least 4 of the 19 approved presidential candidates are calling for the election to be delayed, but election officials said the polls should go ahead as planned. Police in Rio de Janeiro searched homes today as they cracked down on a neighborhood once controlled by drug gangs. About 80 federal police officers joined state police to door-to-door searches throughout the neighborhood. Nearly 200 people have been arrested or detained since widespread violence began on Sunday. Brazil is trying to clean up Rio de Janeiro before it hosts the World Cup in 2014 and the Olympic Games in 2016.
Here in the U.S., Thanksgiving over, of course, but if you look to Haiti, those children there don't have a whole lot to be thankful for.
And if you're headed to Kansas City for the Border Showdown game tomorrow, you'll want to stick around for my forecast. I have the details on what you can expect and what is in store for the weekend up next.
Welcome back. As some of us rushed around today shopping, eating, enjoying a day off, it's easy to forget the struggle that still goes on in Haiti.
The devastating earthquake there is now nearly a year old, but many Haitians, especially children, still suffering every day. KOMU8's Rebecca Fox was in Haiti with part of a medical mission and brings us a report on what workers are doing to try and make life more normal again for Haitian children.
Children with no playgrounds or no parks, many without parents.
Many kids are showing signs of
Hope the best for them. Workers in Haiti include some doctors visiting from the U.S. and some permanently stationed in Haiti. West Rand and Valley Catholic have already met once this year, and at that point, West Rand won the matchup.
We'll find out if the Hornets could sweep the Warriors and take home the state title coming up next in sports.
Welcome back. There's a recap of your 8-day extended forecast. Looking good for the weekend and then rain showers for your Monday.
Eric, first Black Friday stop first. I mean, don't go into all of them.
Okay, I'm not going anywhere.
I know, he didn't go anywhere. No fun. That's how the guys usually are. All right, folks, thanks for staying up with us. If you got up really early this morning, drink a cup of coffee. We'll see you back here at 9 and 10 o'clock.
See you then.